get hoid.
High Mountain Seasonings. Unleash the flavor.
Polaris. Hardest working, smoothest riding.
Well, here we are, Northern Alberta. We're going out for a late season mule deer and whitetail hunt. Got a draw, so that's pretty cool. Scotty and I got up really early this morning. We met at 3 o'clock and hit the road. It's been raining, snowing. It's been a long drive. We're just fueling up. We're not there yet. So stay tuned. We're gonna get out there and after the sun breaks and get after them.
Every year in Alberta, I love to get out hunting as much as I can, but sometimes you got to apply for some draws so you can extend the season. And this is what I did. I got myself a late season draw hunt, and I was able to go out and go after some whitetails and with the option of mule deer. So we were out in the northern part of the province with lots of opportunities, lots of animals, so the stage was set for a great hunt. So I was really excited about this late season hunt. The only problem was I only had 2 days to go and get the whole thing done. We'd gotten in the truck and we'd started driving into the area. We hadn't even gone a half a mile and the first thing we seen was a nice whitetail buck. It was in an area that I couldn't hunt, so I was thinking, man, this hunt's gonna be great. There's animals out right off the bat.
This terrain is unlike anything I've ever seen before. The trees are about 9 feet tall in this big ground. You just look and it's just weird. I'm used to hunting the biggest timber you can imagine, dense forest, can only see for maybe 100 yards. Well, this is just weird. It's just rolling hills, and you would think, how can the deer hide in here? There's nothing to hide in, but yeah, I suppose over these hills and into the ditches and coulees, they've got places to hide, but man, right now I'm thinking this should be easy. I shouldn't have said that. That's gonna come back to bite me. I changed my mind. This area doesn't look easy to hunt at all. What we're gonna have to do is find a fresh track, cut a fresh track, and see if we can walk in on one. Let's keep looking.
So the terrain was a lot more difficult to hunt than I thought. There was a lot of rolling hills, and that little trees were so dense that I couldn't even see into them. I was hoping I could get up high, spot some animals, maybe cut some tracks, move in on them. But you know what? There'd been so much hunting pressure that the animals were really holed up. I didn't take into consideration that, I'm coming in there a couple weeks after the season was done and that people have been hunting there for 3 months already. The animals were a little wary and already knew my game plan before I got there.
We've seen 2 does over here, but they're about 1.5 mile away. Unless I see some big bone coming out of those trees, we're not walking way over there. Man, this is some nasty country. Just seen one run over the hill. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it just went over there. I don't know what it was, but we'd need a helicopter to get it out of here, so I think we'll pass on this opportunity. Thought it was horn tips over there, but it's actually just a really good rub on a willow. If it's a bear, he should go back to sleep. He's lost.
So we were continuing to find a lot of animals. Most of them seemed to be moose, which I didn't have a tag for. And we kept seeing a lot of does, but I kept passing. I wanted a big buck.
All 3 does. Well, that's a good sign. Let's go find one that we can't shoot. It's a deer, but I can't see what. Let's move up quick. There might be another one off to the right. Yep. Well, at least we finally saw something that was within range. And the right species. Let's go look for some more. Oh, that's better. It is cold. It's only like -10, but this wind is just cutting through us. We're gonna go sit for the last 2 hours of daylight. We spotted a bunch of does moving through this thick underbrush, and they're moving out into this open area to come and feed. So we're gonna go back in here and try and intercept a big one. Every year this darn pack seems to get smaller. Are you gonna help me with my bra or just stand there and laugh at me? Okay.
So the first day was really long and it ended without any shooting opportunities. But I wasn't too worried. We'd been seeing a lot of animals. There was lots of game moving. We'd seen a lot of moose and lots of deer, but just not the one I was looking for. So we decided we'd head back to town, get a good night's sleep, get some food, and we'd figure it out the next day.
Well, it's first thing in the morning, very last day of the hunt. We're just waiting. We got about another 10 minutes before the sun comes up. We're hoping we can find a big muley buck, but if we find a doe, we're gonna take a doe. I mean, it is the very last day of the hunt. And the reason I want to take a doe is they've got a big reefer van set up for food bank donations, and they're accepting the food for food bank. So if we see a doe, we're definitely going to take a doe today and donate it to the food bank. But we're definitely going for a big buck.
So we'd been out for a while in the morning, sitting up high, doing a lot of glassing, trying to find some animals. We weren't really finding anything. So we decided to go and move around and try and find some in the coulees and down in the draws. And sure enough, we intercepted some does moving from bush to bush.
Just shot over her back. Well, those deer were coming across there at 40 miles an hour. No chance there. She zigged when I thought she was gonna zag, and I shot right over her back. I was hoping we could get a doe for the food bank. Oh well, let's keep looking.
So I'd blown my chance in the morning at a doe, so we decided to change locations and look for some other areas. And sure enough, we did find a good area, and lo and behold, the sun finally came out, the weather changed, and I was really looking forward to the evening hunt, because there was only a few hours left on the last day.
Well, it's about the last 3 hours of the hunt. Found some good sign here. We're gonna go and slowly make our way down this old trail. There's lots of hills, lots of areas where we can look into the ravines and see what we can find. There's only a few hours left, so let's try and get her done. Nothing moving. Well, we went for a long walk through a bunch of hills and some coulees, trying to see if we could find some bedded deer. We saw one doe, but she had smelled us, so she spooked and took off before we could get on her. And that's it. We got about 2 hours left to hunt, and the season is over. So we're gonna move to another spot and try again. We just left our spot, got in the truck, drove not even 100 yards, and 4 mule deer ran across, running right back to the spot to where we just came from. 3 does and a buck. So we ran back in. We're gonna see if they cut across. They were moving so fast they could already be long gone. We'll see. There they are. Come on. They cut right in on this trail here. Maybe the buck's still in here. They want to come back over. I know. I don't see the buck. Well, I don't know if we got it on camera, but that's the only buck we saw. I think they're already gone back. We blew the only chance that we've had so far. I thought they'd already crossed the pipeline, but it looks like they hadn't. We decided to move in and have a look, and sure enough, we bust them. These mule deer are driving me nuts.
So time was winding down. We had less than 2 hours to finish the hunt off. So we went into an area we hadn't been in yet, and it was way out in the middle of the bush. We're driving down this old trail, and sure enough, we spotted a couple does just came out to start feeding. Now here's what happened. I go and I set up and I ranged these does, and I didn't believe it. I could swear the rangefinder was not working. I mean, they looked so far away, but it just kept telling me it was 300 yards. So one thing you gotta do, trust your equipment, because yeah, it works.
300 yards. Got some stuff in the way I gotta move over. Right here. I think I can see him here. I gotta wait till that mule deer gets out from behind her. I gotta wait till that one in the back clears. We got got a little crosswind blowing from left to right. Okay, you ready? One on the right. No, she's beside some trees. Okay, the one on the left, ready?
So everything was perfect except for the fact that I didn't allow enough for the wind and I missed.
I held my 250 right on the top for back. I think the wind must have blew the bullet off to the right. I thought I gave it enough for the wind. I wanted to shoot the one that was broadside, but she went behind some trees. I think the wind just carried my bullet off to the right. I think I flat out missed her. Let me range that again. Maybe my rangefinder picked up some stuff in between. Maybe it's farther than I thought. No, keep saying 300.
So we're sitting there and I'm replaying the events. I check the yardage again, and what happens? Another doe walks back out. Round 2.
You ready? You on her? Oh, I forgot to put a shell in. That got her. Well, looks like we got one for the food bank. Let's go up and have a look. She's down. Well, there it is. I know it's just a little one, but it's for the food bank, so everything's good. We came out here looking for a big buck, but we've been having a pretty hard time. We've been seeing a few does, and we said on the very last day if we could take a doe, we would. And well, it's definitely going to be good meat for them.
All right, so we got a doe. We're on the move, we're going into another area. There was 45 minutes left, and I decided we should give it one more try.
Come on, go across the road.
So we were driving along down some of these old trails. We spotted some does, but they were on the wrong side of the road that we couldn't hunt on.
Yeah. They're feeding right there.
So rather than wait around and pray that they would come across, we decided to carry on and put on a few more miles and see what else we could find.
There they go. Let's go find somewhere we can actually shoot.
So we'd been driving down an old trail way out in the middle of the bush, and sure enough, we found another doe. We only had a couple minutes left when we spotted this doe, and I knew we didn't have time to waste, so I quickly grabbed the rifle, jumped out of the truck, moved back in and around and off this old trail, and we quickly got set up to take the shot.
Are you on her?
That doe was looking at us and we were forced with a front-on shot, but I wasn't worried. I'm shooting nozzlers, and man, oh man, did that sucker knock her down.
Well, we got another one for the food bank.
So that was the end of my hunt. It started off with me wanting to take a big buck in a brand new area that I'd never been in before, and I thought I had a great opportunity to do it. Late season, the snow was heavy, it was cold. I thought for sure I was going to see deer all over the place feeding. We did see a lot of deer, but I didn't get a chance at a buck. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was really happy that we were able to get some does for the food bank. It creates a great opportunity for me to not only get out, do some more hunting, extend my season, but if I've already got enough food in the freezer for myself and my family, it gives me a great opportunity to give to those less fortunate.
Get serious, get Hoyt.
High Mountain Seasonings. Unleash the flavor.
Polaris, hardest working, smoothest riding.